Hi GITV, Bob the Axeman Hildebrand here, and today we're going to be going over a prototype release from Classic Army, namely the Classic Army Scarab. Alright, so I'll be honest, I'm very excited to take a look at this thing. I saw it at SHOT Show. I really like the aggressive look of this gun, as well as the PDW style 3-position stock. Now, I know a lot of you out there are saying, not another M4. However, those are the basically biggest sellers in the airsoft market, so it makes sense that a lot of companies would come out with guns that look similar to it, or at least feature STANAG magazines. And the Classic Army Scarab is no different. And in fact, you get not one, but 2 high-capacity magazines with this gun right out of the box, which already makes me a little happy. On top of that, this gun is a full metal gun, which honestly, like if you can afford it, it's always best to get a full metal gun out of the box, and that's what this one is. It also features keymod on the left and right side of the gun, which obviously is very popular now and looks very cool as far as style goes. In addition, you do have a monolithic upper rail, a rail beneath the front handguard, as well as an AAC style flash hider where you can attach a wide variety of different aftermarket barrel extensions. However, this gun will come with an orange tip, but this will just come in the box. Now, moving back to the stock, which is actually one of my favorite parts on this gun, is the fact that you don't see this stock design very often because you honestly have to have a specific receiver that can accommodate this stock style. It has to be milled out, again, to accommodate the stock style, and I'm going to say accommodate the stock style because you want to accommodate the stock style. Accommodate the stock style! Now that we've accommodated the stock style, honestly, I really just like the design of this. It actually reminds me of some of the old school MP5s I used when I first got into Airsoft. But that being said, you know, it's got a very intuitive design as far as the stock release, just so you can have it change between 3 different positions. Also, this gun is very ambidextrous or lefty friendly. It's got ambidextrous fire selectors on the left and right side of the gun, as well as an ambidextrous mag release, which will make heathens like Bantha Bill very happy. But for me, who's right-handed, I don't really care that much. But for the rest of you, that might be a big selling point. In addition, we also do have flip-up front and rear adjustable iron sights. Pretty cool that it comes with a gun. It's just basically one less aftermarket accessory you have to buy. It also does feature a charging handle and bolt release. Now, the charging handle on this prototype is actually, unpainted metal, just like the trigger here. However, in the final production model, I've been told that these will both be painted. I actually don't think it looks that bad with it unpainted. In addition to everything else, you do get Classic Army and Scarab trademarks, which is a nice feature. I think it gives the gun a more unique look on top of what you already get, as well as a textured pistol grip. Honestly, it looks somewhat normal like you'd see out of the box, but it has a slight difference in shape. It's actually very comfortable. Once you pick it up, I honestly wouldn't really want to get an additional aftermarket pistol grip. I think this does sets me right. Wow, that sounds so hick. It does me. That's worse. It's a good pistol grip. I don't think you need to buy another aftermarket one. I think this is pretty good, or as I would say, it would set me right. Sounds so stupid. Moving on. Now, the battery placement for this gun is a bit unique. You are going to take 2 screws on the bottom of the handguard and slide this out. Now, in our testing, we found that you can fit a 7.4 volt butterfly battery, or, let me check my paper, an 11.1, you can fit an 11.1 tri-panel. So, it doesn't have like an obscene amount of battery space. However, it doesn't have an obscene amount of battery space. However, if you buy the right one, you're going to be set just fine and it'll work great. You just have to accommodate the limited amount of battery space you have and you'll be fine. If you're going to have a PDW style stock, without a PEC box, you're going to have some issues with limited space. So that totally goes with the design of this gun and makes complete sense. In addition, going back to the stock again, once we've accommodated the stock, you can actually access the quick change spring system with just the removal of 1 screw on the stock right here. Take it out, pop it off, and you can access the quick change spring system. Now, this gun also features a flared Magwell, which if you're an idiot like me and in the thick of it, you can't exactly get your mag seated properly, that's going to help you out. So that's a really nice feature to have, again, for idiots like this guy. The lower receiver is also milled, so that's going to cut down on some of the weight, and the overall weight for this gun is right on the money at 7 pounds. Now, in case you're wondering where you can access the hop up, it's actually going to be in the normal spot right there. So there you go, but I'm sure a lot of you are wondering, how does this gun shoot? So let's go out to the range, check it out right now. And one thing, this gun, again, is a prototype, so some of the features on this gun are subject to change when it finally comes to market, so beware. And we're back. That made me dizzy. All right, so I hope you guys like that shooting range demo. I'm sure a lot of you are curious what's on the inside of this, so we're going to go over that right now. First, it does feature a modified V2 gearbox in addition with a proprietary sector gear set, in addition to a high torque gear set and a Classic Army high torque motor. Now on top of that, it does have 9mm bearings as well as a double O-ring cylinder head, aluminum piston head, and O-ring air nozzle. Also, our techs have deemed that it looks like it comes with a 6.04mm inner barrel, a tight bore inner barrel at that. So that's something else you don't have to purchase right off the bat. On top of that, this does feature an electronic trigger switch, also a MOSFET, and on top of that, it does have a magnetic gear. That's not it at all. A magnetic cycle count, excuse me. It has a magnet essentially going around each time, so the piston resets in the same exact spot, so you don't have the issue where when you're pulling the trigger on semi, the piston is set half back. That's kind of a pain in the butt, and thankfully with this magnetic cycle count, you won't have that issue. And on top of that, because of it, you're gonna have a very crisp trigger response Man, you're gonna have a very crisp trigger response, which for me, out of the box, is such a nice feature. I absolutely love that on guns, and you're gonna have that with the Classic Army Scarab. Alright, so that's all the info I have on the internals of this gun from our tech department as well as Classic Army. But again, I want to remind you folks out there that this stuff is subject to change before it comes to market, which should be, like I said, so that's the exact date that is gonna come to market, dropped to us by Classic Army in a confidential post mail sealed by Wax and delivered by Pony Express Courier. That being said, this gun is on pre-order on our website currently for $269.99. So if you're looking forward to this gun, get on that pre-order as soon as airsoftly possible, because again, our pre-orders get shipped out first and you are going to be guaranteed one of these when it comes out. So check it out. Make sure to check out Classic Army's Instagram, Facebook, and social media for more information on this, as well as our own, and get on this pre-order if you know you want this gun. Once again, I'm Bob the Axeman Hildebrand, and this is GITV.
How's it going, guys, and welcome to another episode of GITV. My name is Josh, and on this episode we're going to be talking about a new hop-up system called the S-Hop. Now, the S-Hop system basically is the R-Hop, but the thing about this
here at AirsoftGI.com. You guys know the Mark 1 series of the Trident? Well, today in-house we have the brand new Crytek Mark II Trident series CRBs and SPRs. Now, starting from the inside out, internally on both of